Again, there, fellas. Went to one of my local bottle shops, not that local, in Bourne. But man, I like going there because you can get left blondes for $3.95, which I think is super cheap. It costs a lot more everywhere else in Melbourne. Anyway, they had this one here. I hadn't tried this before. This is the premium Japanese imported beer. Koshi Hikari Ishigo Biru. Smooth, dry and crisp, premium quality rice lager, 500ml, half a litre, 5%. This is a rice beer. Okay, we'll give it a crack, and it's supposed to be a lager type thing. Isn't it funny when you want to open something, you haven't got an opener? Oh, big something. There's an old saying, anything's an opener. I've seen guys open beer bottles with their teeth, their eye socket, their elbow, you know, different tendons or muscles on their arms. So if you want to try something unusual, a Japanese one, this is, you know, looking pretty unusual. You know, looking at the writing on there, the top of it's hiragana and then the bottom's kanji. I learned Japanese for 4 years, so I know some of those. I'm not going to tell you what they are. I'll get them wrong, won't I? Sort of remember that one and that one. They're pretty obvious, and that one and that and that. And they're like the vowels. There's like A, E, I, O, U. Anyway, won't go there. You can learn hiragana yourself. I'm going to learn about beer. I'm done with learning hiragana. Alright, well there it is. That's the all-time new beauty. Very clean. Very fresh, very nice. And half a litre, I like the idea of that, half a litre. And I talked to the guy in the shop today, and I think he might be one of the big boys, one of the bosses. And he said, oh, I had to get a little bit of that one. He goes, the guy's just come back from Hawaii. And he said, this is like the #1 beer in Hawaii. Everyone just loves it. Oh, interesting. I don't remember seeing it in Hawaii. But I sort of remember doing a tasting maybe over there on something similar. So, yeah, I might have to have a bit of a browse back on the Hawaiian trip and have a look what I did try. So that's a pretty kick-ass sort of beer. And the price was only like, oh, it might have been $5.95. But it is half a litre and it's imported Japanese premium beer. It is nice. I'm enjoying it. Flavour, ricey. Get that one up, you fellas. Ricey. Get the ricey one up, yeah. Nah, it's sort of like beery ricey. Anyway, fellas, I'm enjoying myself. Had a few beers. I had a couple of stouts. Had we had a 6-pack. I had a 6-pack with Johnny of the beer I did not long ago. It was an Italian beer from the northeast of Italy, a place called in English anyway, we call it the Dolomites, and it's a beer called Dolomiti, and oh, beautiful beer, nice label on it too, very unusual. But the beer's, ooh, very premium beer. Yeah, Johnny, he's half Italian, so he really enjoyed it. Yeah, I'll tell you, some of the Italian premium beers, I don't mean I really don't mean your mass-produced beers, but even some of the mass-produced ones of the better quality, the Doppio Maltos and stuff like that, they're beautiful. I've been enjoying them lately. So you get to that brewery down in Bourne. I tell you, that's a ripper brewery. It's just a bottle shop, but it's part of an Italian grocery. They import all their own stuff, all their own beer and wines from Italy. Beautiful selection of wine, beers at a really good price. So it's a lot cheaper than Dan Murphy's. 26 in Dan Murphy, and you'll get it down there for 15. You know, things like that. It's unbelievable. Uh, and they've got air dry aged beef that they've hung for like weeks, and you can see it hanging. And they've got it cut up in pieces you can buy, and it looks almost like butter. There's so much fat in there. It's like, it looks really awesome. I haven't bought any yet, but I think I might have to partake. Anyway, I spent 50 something bucks there, and Mrs. would kill me if she knew that. Anyway, that's what it's all about. I got paid, I spent the money, and here I am. I'm still alive, and I've spent the money. Who gives a fuck what I do tomorrow? I've done it. Spent all my money. Thanks for coming. Cheers.